Bhagirath, did you try to check what we have done in our class? I mean, yesterday what we discussed about the syllabus, did you try to find it out in the internet, the poems? You have tried to find out?
Ma'am,
Oh,
ma'am, yeah, your voice is not clear, ma'am.
uh-huh. Yes, tell me, what did you say? I did not get you. You have you have checked the poems that are there in your syllabus in the internet? I am unmuted. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Bhagirath, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Which poems you have checked? Did you check any poem?
Yes, ma'am.
Which ones?
Yes, ma'am.
Which one? From your syllabus, which one did you find in the internet? Or you have not checked at all?
Ma'am, I can't hear
You have
you.
checked? Okay. Is someone else trying to connect? Okay. Adarsh has come. Adarsh, Adarsh, are you here? Adarsh, if you can hear me, give me your roll number. I mean your enrollment ID. Type it in the chat box. Okay, Bhagirath, did you fill in the feedback form after the class? Yes, Bhagirath, did you give the feedback? Adarsh, you too. Adarsh,
Hello, madam.
did you give the feedback yesterday for our class?
No, madam, because I have checked in portal. So there is no. I have not seen a red to give that feedbacks, ma'am.
Nothing has come.
Yes, no,
Nothing has come in the because I have tried to give other subject also, but there is nothing as such to give theirs.
Did you check your ERP portal?
Yeah, yeah, madam. I have checked, madam.
It's not there.
no, ma'am.
Not there.
Okay.
Uh,
Please
we have
check
checked.
once again today also. Okay. Maybe this
Okay,
is
Okay,
some
ma'am.
technical error kind of thing. Okay. Please check it today
okay,
also.
madam.
Okay, Adarsh, you give me your enrollment ID, your roll number for today. I mean, if you don't give your feedback now, you will not get your attendance. That is the problem. That is why I am asking you to give your feedback. Okay.
Because I try
Ma'am,
to give feedback
Yes,
subject
yes.
also, but there is no such as space to give feedback there.
Okay.
Because I told to my our department, so they are saying that they have not uploaded the notes, so they are. So I think
But
they will be late.
till now, they have not done that.
Not then,
no,
not then.
ma'am.
Okay. Uh, Someone else is here. Adarsh, you give me your full enrollment ID.
Oh,
Not
okay, madam. Okay, madam.
not just the roll number,
Okay.
full enrollment ID. And here is Alika.
Yes,
Please-
ma'am.
Okay, give me your enrollment ID in the chat
Okay.
box. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
type it down. Alika,
Yes, ma'am.
we have discussed about the syllabus yesterday, okay? And you
Okay,
were
ma'am.
not present in yesterday's class, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Like
So,
I tried to
uh,
join, but I couldn't.
you uh, take the syllabus from your friends, okay?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
And if you are not being able to get it, please let me know. Is that fine?
Okay. Okay.
Yes. So, okay, here is another student, Nizar. Nizar, can you hear me? Nizar, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Nizar?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, both of you, Alika and Nizar, please give your enrollment ID in the chat box.
Ma'am, I already submitted.
Okay, okay, yours is done. Yes. Nizar, you give your enrollment ID
Okay, ma'am.
in the chat box. You type it down.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah. Nine.
Nizar and Alika. Okay. Nizar and Alika, you need to take your syllabus from your friends. Adarsh and Bhagirath were present from your class. Okay.
Okay.
You take the syllabus. I guess they have taken the screenshot. I have asked them to, isn't it, Bhagirath?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, share it with your friends, the syllabus, so that they can also uh, go through the syllabus and then get hold of the books and the poems. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, share it with your friends, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Now, let us begin our class with the introduction, with the first unit, okay? Because the first unit is composed of the literary terms to which the other units are related, okay? The other units, as you, if you go on through the syllabus, then you will understand that the other units are related to the first unit. So we need to clear the concepts about the literary terms. Okay. And first thing I would like to say that
Okay, madam.
yesterday also the class got over because Webex gives us 50 minutes for one class. Okay. For one meeting. So we will continue with it even if the class ends. Okay. Now, I hope all of you can hear me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, Now, first thing that we will do is essay. Yesterday we have discussed briefly, just we have talked about what an essay is. So today we will discuss the concept of essay in detail. Okay. Now, let me share my screen.
Okay.
Tell me whether you can see it or not. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Whether it is visible to you or not, tell me about it. Is my screen visible to you? Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
My screen is visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Just a second. Okay. You can see it, right? So, we begin with this. An essay. What is an essay? Okay? As you see here, an essay is usually written in prose. Okay? As you know, an essay is prose piece of work, isn't it? I hope all of you know what is the difference between prose and poetry. Yes?
Don't know, madam.
Huh?
Don't know, madam.
You don't know?
We
Prose,
don't know, madam.
poetry is something that is lyrical, that is verse. Okay? Mostly poetry is shorter form.
Okay.
Okay, and many things like similes, metaphors, alliteration, then you have these kind of things are involved. Poetry is different from prose is straightforward. Okay, poetry is different from prose in respect to the fact that prose is written in a straightforward manner. Okay, whatever you are reading on the
Okay,
screen,
ma'am.
it is prose. Okay, poetry, the things are mostly abstract. Okay, if you the very thing that when you read an essay, you understand almost everything, isn't it? Those are written the way we speak. Essays are colloquial. You getting me what I'm saying? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, madam. Yes.
Essays are something that we uh, that are written in the manner in which we speak in our day-to-day lives. Okay, but we don't speak in the form of poem, do we? Do we speak in the form of a poem, like a poetry? Do you speak whenever you have to speak to your friend or anyone else in your day-to-day communication? Do you speak in the form of a poetry? Tell me, what do you do? Do you speak in the form of a poetry, or you just plainly speak sentences? Yes, please respond.
We will directly speak plain.
You
Will
directly
not use
speak in
in
the form
poetry.
of a sentence, isn't it?
Directly speak.
Yes. So
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't
yeah,
use
ma'am.
poetry in our day-to-day communication. That is what prose is. In our day-to-day communication, the way we speak in sentences, that is the what prose is. The basic characteristic of prose is that. Okay. And an essay is also a prose piece of writing. Okay. So, in discursive way that brings together your ideas, arguments, and evidence to answer the same question or solve a problem. So, in an essay, you will have your ideas, your arguments, and evidence to answer the question or solve a problem. In your school days, just remind yourself you have read, you have written essays, isn't it? In your school. Yes,
Yeah, madam.
you were made to write essays.
Yes.
So at that time, if you remember, you were given a question, a topic was given to you. Yes? Whenever an essay is asked to be written, a topic is given to you. Suppose uh, ambition in life, discipline, yes?
Yes.
Yes, those kinds of things were given to be written. Festivals, yes? Isn't it? These were the
Yes,
topics.
yes, yes.
These were the topics that were given to you to write. So, in order to write on that topic, you will have to give your argument. Argument means you have to state your point of view regarding that particular topic, isn't it? And you need to explain on that topic. What are the things related to that topic? What is it actually, isn't it? When you write an essay, you need to give your own point of view regarding that topic, isn't it? Now,
Yes, ma'am.
yesterday itself we have discussed that there are broadly essays are divided into four types. What are the four types? Expository, descriptive, narrative, and persuasive. Okay? So these are the four types of essays that you will find broadly. The theme of the essay may be different. When you go into the theme of the essay, then you will find, okay, then you will find that there are several types of essays. Okay, political, social, moral. Okay, when you go into the theme, then you will find many different types of essays. But when you look at the framework of the essay, okay, the basic characteristic of the essay, then it is basically broadly divided into four types: expository, descriptive. Can you see the screen wholly, or something else is coming on the screen?
No, ma'am.
You
Half part is shaken.
ha ha ha.
Half part is not clear. That I think white is coming to your screen.
Okay, okay. That is what I wanted to know. Wait, here we have another student, Pegu, Hong Kong Pegu. Can you hear me? Okay, he's. Can you hear me, Dong Kong?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Okay. Please write your
Nicholas.
enrollment ID on the chat box.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay,
Please
ma'am.
give me your enrollment ID.
Okay.
Yes. Can you see now the entire screen?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, let us see this. Expository, descriptive, and narrative. There is some disturbance behind someone. Okay. I think I need to mute you. Okay. I'm having some disturbance from your back side. Dong Kong, did you give your enrollment ID?
Ma'am, I'm writing it down in the chat.
Okay. Those who have come today for the first time, yesterday we had one class. To get your attendance, you are supposed to give a feedback that will come in your portal. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And the feedback will be valid or active till 24 hours. So to get the attendance, you need to do that. Please do that. Check in your portal. Okay. Okay. Now we go on to what we were doing. We will uh, have a description of these. I'll explain you these four types of essays in the due course of time. But firstly, let me introduce the term. The word essay has been derived from French. French essayer is the word. Essayer, which means to try. or to attempt. That means to try to write and to attempt to write on a particular topic. Okay, and give your own argument, your ideas about that topic, and also solve the problem, means also try to answer the question related to that topic. Okay, that is why it is an attempt. That means you try to give your own point of view and argue for that topic. When did the word essay first come to be known as essay? The first author to describe his works as essays was the Frenchman Michel de Montaigne. And the lifespan of Montaigne is given. Montaigne is a very famous French essayist. Okay, he used to write essays in French. Okay, and his essays has also been translated into English. He is known as one of the most famous essayists. Okay, and sometimes he is also considered to be the father of essays. Okay, someone who has introduced the form of essay to us. Okay, according to some of the critics, he is considered to be the father of the genre of writing. Essay is a genre of writing, like poetry, like novel, like short story. Okay, essay is also a genre of literature, like drama. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Now, as you know that where from the thing called, I want to hear your voice. Someone who is sitting amongst many people, please go to some separate room and sit down so that I can hear only your voice, not anyone else's. Please do that. Okay? Otherwise, it is very disturbing. Someone else is singing Kalita. Please, I can hear someone else singing behind you. It is disturbing. Please go to somewhere else. Please be sincere, because we won't get in a semester, as you know, we won't get time to come back to whatever we do in the class, isn't it? Okay, and as you know, we may have network issues at some time. So whatever we are doing, please concentrate. Otherwise, you won't be able to actually understand the other units properly if you don't concentrate in the classes that we do for unit 1. Okay, because these concepts of literature, these literary terms, are related to the units, the theme that you have, the prose pieces, the poetry that you have in the other units. So you need to very attentively listen to what we do in these classes. These are literary terms. Okay, what we are doing in introduction. So, as you know, that Michel de Montaigne was the essayist of the time. It is the time when the Renaissance period was there. Since the Renaissance period, essay was introduced as a literary genre, and the French writer Michel de Montaigne, for the first time, said that his writings are essays. Okay. Now we move on to the next slide. Here, what we have,
He's so funny. Love you.
Francis Bacon. As I have told the students who were present yesterday will understand, we have
Yes, ma'am.
to read Bacon's essays. Okay, so Francis Bacon's essays published in book form in 1597, 1612, and 1625 were the first works in English that described themselves as essays. So Francis Bacon is the first essayist in English. Okay, that is what you need to remember, and that is why we are going to read Bacon's essays, and he has written a numerous number of essays, numerous essays. Okay, you will find the book. You just type in Google Francis Bacon's essays. Okay, then the book will come where you will find all the essays that are prescribed in your syllabus. Are you getting me? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So what you do is you type it in Google. Okay, write Francis Bacon's essays, and you will find the free book, free ebook, where you can get all the essays that are there. And what you do is, I have already given you the syllabus where we have 4 essays by Bacon. The essays are very short. What you do is, if you have any difficulty in, you will definitely have, because there are many essays in the book. So what you do is, you find out the essays that are prescribed in your syllabus, and then you uh, just print it out. Okay, take a printout of
Ma'am,
the essays that are prescribed for you, so that it becomes easier for you to understand and read. Okay, so that you can read it easily. So
there is many essay.
there are many essays. You have found it, isn't it? There are many,
Yes,
many
ma'am.
hundreds of essays are there. Okay, written by Bacon. Bacon is the first. Don't forget this. Okay, these things may come as MCQs. I mean, objective type questions in your exam. Bacon is the first English essayist. Okay, these are the things you need to remember. Bacon is the first English
Okay,
essayist.
ma'am.
Okay, that is what you need to remember. In English, in French, we have Michel de Montaigne, who is also known as the father of essays, the genre of essay. Okay, but in English, in the English language, Bacon is the first essayist. Okay, almost during the same time, after Montaigne, definitely, uh, Bacon was also writing essays. Okay, it is also during the time of Renaissance. Next, what we have is Ben Jonson. Have you heard the name of Ben Jonson?
No, ma'am.
Ben Jonson is also an essayist. Okay, and like Francis Bacon, Ben Jonson also used the word essayist in English in 1609, according to the Oxford English Dictionary. Okay, so Ben Jonson used the word in English as essayist in 1609. Okay, so essay gradually developed during the Renaissance period, and it was the first person to tell that his writings are essays was the Frenchman Michel de Montaigne. He has actually introduced his works as essays, and in English language, Francis Bacon considered his writings as essays. Okay, you need to remember these things. Okay, now we move on to the next. Okay, some of the renowned essayists, that means there are many essayists who write in English. Okay, there are many Indian essayists, essayists from all over the world. Okay, but here are some of the names which I have given are very famous. Okay, people who have written very good number of essays and very good essays in fact. Okay. One is Virginia Woolf, Voltaire, Joseph Addison, Richard Steele, Charles Lamb, William Hazlitt, George Orwell, and George Bernard Shaw. Okay, these are some of the very famous essayists who has written very good essays in English. Okay, these are all English essays. Voltaire also writes in French. Okay, but many of his essays has been translated into English. Okay, are you listening to me, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam.
Okay, now we come on to the different types of essays. Okay, so what are the different types of essays? Firstly, we will try to understand what expository essay is. What type of essay this is. Okay. So now what we have is, in an expository essay, the writer gives an explanation of an idea, theme, or issue to the audience by giving his personal opinions. This essay is presented through examples, definitions, comparisons, and contrast. What did you understand by this? Just give a try to let me know that you have understood whatever I have said. By the explanation that I have given in the slide, what did you understand?
About that expository essay, madam.
Expository essay, exactly.
Yeah,
His essays were about our day-to-day lives.
Day-to-day life, any theme you can take, but this essay actually is something where the writer gives an idea.
new.
Yes, tell.
Uh, yeah, this is it gives new idea which we never thought of that, and it makes to expose ourselves.
Yes, you give basically in expository essay, what is important is you give your personal opinion. Whenever a
Yeah.
writer writes something, whether it is a poem, a prose piece like an essay, a short story, or a novel, any genre of writing, the writer always keeps in mind an audience. Audience means the readers, isn't it? Yes, like the essays,
Yes, sir.
like the essays we read, the short stories you read. Many of you may have read Chetan Bhagat, the novels. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
yes, he is very famous with the youth, especially the engineering students. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Chetan Bhagat, Durga Datta,
Who? Durjoy Datta.
Durga Datta.
Yes. No, it's very good. I know engineers, the people who become engineers are actually very good readers. I believe that. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You like to read literature, isn't it? Because
Yes,
it
ma'am.
gives a break from yes, somehow it gives you a break from the technical education that you are going through. It motivates you. Literature actually motivates you. That is why literature is introduced in your semester. Okay, and this paper
Yes.
is core literature. Everything you will find from are different genres of literature. Okay, so what you need to remember in case of expository essay is that you give an explanation of the idea or the theme or the issue that you choose. That means the topic. You explain the topic by giving your personal opinion. And in order to make your personal opinion understandable and acceptable to the audience, what you do is you give definitions, comparison, examples, and try to bring in some contrast with other topics or other objects related to the topic or different from the topic. Okay? Did you get me, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
What an expository essay is?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
madam.
Now we then move on to descriptive essay. What descriptive essays are? What kind of essays these are? As it sounds, this is, as you know, the name is that descriptive essay is something that describes the topic, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So, as it sounds, the type of essay gives a description about a particular topic or describes the traits and characteristics of something or a person in detail. It allows artistic freedom and creates images in the minds of readers through the use of the five senses. Okay, what you can do is you can just take screenshots of this. Okay, because these will become your notes. You will find all the information here. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
you can,
Madam,
Okay.
madam,
yes.
hello, madam. If you could put in ERP, then we will also read as soon as we can go through this notes. ERP.
No, it's there in the ERP. Everything is there in the ERP.
Yeah,
You just check.
but we
Yes.
have checked, but we are unable to get this note, madam, because this subject is not reflected in the ERP.
Why is it so? I have uploaded everything in the ERP. You will find everything in the ERP.
I, uh, madam, because I think we didn't register for registration. After doing that registration, then we only find that note, madam. That means
What happened? What happened? Please speak slowly. I'm not being able to understand what you were saying.
I think, madam, after doing course registration,
Yes.
then only we get this note. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you did not do that for the fifth semester.
Ma'am,
No,
we
madam.
have
We
just
have
given
just
our information to sir in our WhatsApp group.
You will get everything in the ERP. Okay. You will get all
Okay.
the notes.
okay, madam.
You, for the time being, I am asking you to take screenshots so that you can understand and also remember whatever we have done in the class. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
For
ma'am.
the time
Okay,
being.
madam.
Otherwise,
Okay, madam.
in the ERP, PDF is also given which you can download and read.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, you will find
Okay,
video
madam.
links. You will find video links in the ERP. Also, videos done by me. Okay, this
Ma'am,
is
from our department, I think it is not updated.
what is not updated.
In our ERP from our department, ma'am. I think so,
Oh,
ma'am.
is it so? Okay, let me.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll talk to your all of your mechanical students. I'll talk to your PC.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, I'll talk to Sanjay sir.
Okay,
You
madam.
know that your new PC is Sanjay sir.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk to him. Okay, I'll ask him
Okay,
to
ma'am.
check if you can get access to the ERP notes. Okay, this
Okay.
slide that I am sharing with you is in the form of video in the
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
ERP. Okay, so
Okay, madam.
I'm just using it to explain it to you so that even if you get access to the ERP, you will be able to view this. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Now we go on to understand what descriptive essays are. As it sounds, this type of essay gives a description about a particular topic or describes the traits and characteristics of something or a person in detail. It allows artistic freedom and creates images in the minds of readers through the use of the five senses. So here, what we understand is whatever topic you choose for the essay, for the descriptive essay, you give every description of the essay. You describe it in detail. That is what you need to remember. Okay. You describe
Okay.
the topic you choose for the essay in detail. And it allows artistic freedom and creates images in the minds of readers through the use of five senses. It is not a story, but is written in that form. Okay. Are you getting me? So when it
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
write about the detail of the essay. Suppose you are reading an essay, you write about the detail of the topic, you immediately engage the audience, okay, to think about, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now what I am going to tell you is descriptive essay we have done, narrative essay. The class may end in very short time, but we will continue, okay.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Narrative essay is non-fiction but describes a story with sensory descriptions. The writers not only tells a story but also makes a point by giving reasons, okay. Here it is not a story but it is a narrative. Narrative means it narrates everything. It is non-fictional, story is fictional, isn't it? Narrative
Yes,
essay
ma'am.
is
Yes.
non-fictional, okay. It, the writer tells a story but gives a point, also gives his or her personal opinions, okay. That is what narrative essay is. What you need to remember is it is non-fictional although it speaks in the form of a story, okay. Then we have persuasive essay. In this type of essay, the writer tries to convince his readers to adopt his position or point of view on an issue after he provides them solid reasoning in this connection. It requires a lot of research to claim and defend an idea. It is also called an argumentative essay. Yesterday I have told you that persuasive essay, another name is argumentative essay. Why you tell it as a persuasive essay? Because it tries to convince the readers to accept are trying to, whatever you are trying to give give your opinion on. Okay. So now we move on to, and you remember that persuasive essay is also known as argumentative essay, okay. To persuade means to try to convince the readers. Now, as you know, an essay has an introduction, a body or the middle section and a conclusion, isn't it? In that form you write
Yes.
an essay. First of all, you introduce the topic and give the idea about the topic. Then you describe the topic in the essay, okay, where you try to prove your point and persuade the reader. And then you conclude the essay, isn't it? So
Yes, ma'am.
essays are shorter than a thesis or a dissertation and deal with the matter at hand in a limited way. So in a limited way, we deal with the topic. It is not a longer. It is not longer as a thesis. Thesis, you know that people write when they write a PhD or after their MTech. Yes. So it is not that kind, but it is shorter, but it has an argument. Okay. Essays can deal with various themes. Essays can also be autobiographical, political. As I have told you at the beginning of our class, that essays can be political or it may deal with an abstract concept, or it may be autobiographical. It may deal with scientific essays are there where you find topics which are related to science. Yes, so essays may be of various topic, and it is upon the writer, depending on the topic, which type of essay the writer is going to write. Okay. Am I clear about the concept of essay? Are you clear about it?
Yes.
All of
Yes,
you?
ma'am.
Yes. Did you understand? But
Yes.
don't forget that in an essay you need to give an introduction where you introduce the topic. Then you need to explain the topic and give your argument and prove your point and then conclude the essay. There should be a conclusion of the essay. You should be able to divide the essay into these three parts.
रोना
Okay.
क्लास में से
Okay. So if
Okay. Ma'am.
thank you, and if you have any question, please ask.
Okay, ma'am.
You can ask me if you have any question regarding the concept of essay, as we will go on to another concept in our next class.
Okay, ma'am.
Do you have any question, any doubt?
Hello, madam.
Yes?
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Madam, we're writing. Madam, we're introducing a topic. Right.